Welcome to LearnWire. Today we're going to be looking at Article Forge 4.0, and I just got this email this morning, wanted to get this information out to you. I'm retesting Article Forge right now. We're going to go look at some of the articles, what the quality looks like. No one else is sharing this information. They're sending out emails telling you to go pick this up. I'm actually getting emails from other affiliates telling me to go pick up Article Forge, and it's like, okay, but are you using the software? Is it quality? Why should I go and spend $300 or $600 on this software to lock in my pricing? So I wanted to just get a quick video out to you guys because I know you guys just want as much information as you can so you can make an informed decision. So that's what we're going to be doing in this video. So here's the email that I got this morning. Yep, about 5:18 a.m. a couple hours ago. Notice Article Forge 4.0 prices increase in 15 hours. So you do need to know this, that they are going to be increasing their pricing. At least that's what they're saying in this. This could be just a scarcity tactic for Black Friday. They've maintained the same pricing, I want to say, for at least the last year or two. So there hasn't been any price changes lately with Article Forge, but maybe they feel their technology is getting to another level and that they need to be charging more. I'm not sure. So you can take this however you want. Of course, we could be completely wrong that the pricing is actually going to, I'm sure the pricing is going to increase. They wouldn't want to be sending out false information to a bunch of people, and then we log in tomorrow and see that the pricing actually didn't change. They could get a lot of refunds and such. So I will just talk a little bit about my experience with Article Forge in the past. Article Forge, they have good customer support. They get back to you immediately when you send out a support ticket for any reason. They seem like they have a good quality team and they care about their business and their software. So that's been my experience with them. Right now, the biggest thing you need to know is that in 15 hours, so basically on November 29th, the pricing is going to go up. They have not shared what that pricing is going to look like. Is it going to go up 10% or is it going to go up, 40%? I'm not really sure. But we can go through and look. You can go and get a free trial. I'll leave a link below if you guys want to go check it out. They give you a kind of an unlimited free trial, so they don't like stop you like most softwares do after you've used 5,000 words or something like that. I'm on a new free trial with them right now, testing the software out for you guys. I'm trying to decide. I'm right there with you guys. I'm trying to decide if I want to go and spend $324 for the standard plan for a year. I do think that you definitely want to go for an annual plan if you pick up Article Forge. I'll go show you that in a minute. But this is Article Forge. Let's just go test it out. So I'm over here. I just ran this one right here. I'm going to come back to this full suspension mountain bike for tall riders. I guess let's just go ahead and look at it real quick, because this is the first one I tested where I actually controlled the headings. I put these headings in there right there. Oh, right there. Darn it. It didn't, I didn't copy it right, or there's a max length. Look at this. What does it say right here? But there's a max length that you can put in right here, I believe. So it got cut off. We'll see how well it did right there. But I added in some right here to tell it what to write in testing. And then I wanted to get pretty specific here, right? Full suspension mountain bike for tall riders. I actually went over to, Keyword Chef and found this keyword right over here. You want to make sure to subscribe because I'll be doing a full Keyword Chef review. It's a really cool keyword research tool, especially if you don't want to pay monthly subscriptions to SEMrush, Ahrefs, and such. This is going to go out there and find you really, really good keywords. And it does give you a lot of information about them as well. So just go ahead and subscribe. I'll do a review very soon in the next few videos on Keyword Chef as well. So we're back in here. This is what the article looked like. I'm going to go ahead and just go click on it and see the result so we can see what it did with our article. So full suspension mountain bike for tall riders. Now, sometimes it will just make its own title up. Because I'm going to show you an example of that in a minute, where I said Vistaprint Alternatives, but then it went over here and it added in another section in the title. So it was actually giving us alternatives for two different businesses, and I didn't want that. So it's going to give us an intro right here. Whether you are 6 feet tall, 7 feet tall, or just a little taller, you are probably wondering what size mountain bike you should get. If you are 6 feet tall or taller, you might wonder if you should get a 29er or a full suspension mountain bike. What size mountain bike do you need? What size mountain bike do I need if I'm 6 feet? And this, like right here, would just be tall. Okay, cool. So it got that part right. Choosing the right mountain bike, blah, blah, blah. A properly fitted mountain bike. So it's staying on point right there. Pretty good. Let's see right here. Are 29ers better for tall riders? Let's see right here. Tall riders should choose a larger 29 wheel for more stability. So you can keep reading through that. Sometimes I don't know if it quite just specifically answers the question, and that's what Google's looking for. So I've tested like 5 or 6 articles this morning before making this video. I think that it's doing a pretty good job, and I'm going to share, kind of just stick around for the conclusion. I'll give you my honest opinion about the software. So looking pretty good right there. Which bike is best for tall guys? You can read through right there. I think it's handling this one pretty well. This article, how tall should a mountain bike be for my height? It's going to go through that. And best full suspension mountain bike for tall riders. Okay, so I paused and I just wanted to read through this. So in this section right here, I would have thought that the software would go out and find a popular bike, full suspension mountain bike, and then talk about it, right? And it didn't do that. So you would have to be specific in the title up here. When we go back to when we create the article and we tell it what headline, we would have to specify that, right? So right now it just kind of it's just doing a lot of kind of just information. It's just spilling out a bunch of information about full suspension bikes, but it doesn't really get too specific into what specific bike, and that's kind of what I was looking for. Let's go back over here to my articles real quick, guys. I wrote some more. So best blogging platform to make money. So choosing the best blogging platform to make money. We have an intro paragraph. It goes to Tumblr. I would have thought, it should go with WordPress first, because that's about 40% of websites on the internet are using WordPress, and generally speaking, probably 80% or more that blog are using WordPress as well. So Tumblr, Medium, Weebly, WordPress, and Hub Pages. So it did in LinkedIn. I guess there is technically a LinkedIn blogging feature and so forth, but so it went and talked about these. I don't know if this content right here would go and rank. I think that this one I asked for 1,500 words. I think that it writes fluently, but it's not going to go in and completely deep dive into your H2s and your H3s, breaking up the content really, really well. It's doing pretty good. If I had to compare this to one-click article writers, it's doing a pretty good job doing that. Let's go over here and just check out a couple more so I can just show you guys what you're going to get, because you guys can pause the video and read the article. Here's that one where I said Vistaprint Alternatives, right? I told it just to give me some Vistaprint Alternatives, and then it decided on its own to write about Cafe Press and Vistaprint Alternatives. So that's just not what I was looking for. I would have to rerun this content, right? So it talks about Cafe Press, and then it said, because the Cafe Press is probably a Vistaprint alternative. So you would really just come through here, and it looks like it did a good job with whenever you're looking for a company to print your pictures, there are many Vistaprint alternatives that can help you to get the job done. These companies are often cheaper than Vistaprint, but you must be sure to do your research. So you would just come through here and you would actually just get rid of that. And then we would say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 right there. So we would just say 6 Vistaprint alternatives that are cheaper or something like that, right? So you got to use a little bit of common sense. I definitely wouldn't recommend, a lot of people use this for auto blogging. If your strategy is to build hundreds of websites and each one making $5 to $10 a month on AdSense or something like that, then you're not going to go through and you're not going to be changing anything about the content, and you're just going to hope that you're going to get some, you're going for a complete quantity strategy, and there's nothing about quality that's going to go into your strategy, right? I believe that you're going to be putting just as much work and effort into doing something like that than just actually ranking content the right way and making sure that you have really good content. So you would still want to use this software to get your base article correct, and then you'd want to go through it, get your eyes on it, read through it, and then also go take it into Neuron Writer, Surfer, Phrase, a software like that to go in and do some more SEO to it. I can say that Snapfish, we actually just ordered photo books from Snapfish, so that's definitely an alternative. I believe all these are accurate and correct. I'm not really sure about Redbubble. This is really not, I don't believe, just like a printing type company, and there's so many alternatives that do printing that I really, I wouldn't have wanted to see Redbubble as one of the, one of the 6 that they listed. So I think it did pretty good. Like I said, about 80. It's like 80% there. It was just missing that one on Redbubble right there. We'll go look at just a couple more, just so you guys can really see. Go ahead and pause the video, read the article. Let's see right over here. I'm going to go through. So here's one right here. $25 an hour is how much per year? And this is what I'm really testing out when it comes to content. You guys have, hit me on, hey, you can't just do, make money online and, health and lose weight, right? I use those as a lot of examples because those are the niches that I'm in. But I still, even like yesterday, someone's like, why are you using lose weight as your, example? Use harder examples. Well, you know what? I'm trying. And right here, you can see that this is a very specific question. Choosing a career. Well, actually, that's not even what the title was. I told it to give me the answer this question directly. $25 per hour is how much per year? Now, this is something that is pretty crazy. You guys definitely want to subscribe because I found a software, an AI software, that is just completely blowing my mind on the accuracy and the factual how well it factually writes content. It's quickly becoming my new favorite AI. So I have not introduced it to you guys. I'm still testing it before I bring a full review to you guys. So go ahead and subscribe to the channel. If you want to get an update on some of the tests that I'm running with this new software, that's just blowing my mind because it's answering questions like this and it's just killing it. And it specifically answers the question really, really well. But if you go and read through this, right, this is like a 500-word article. It's not, it changed the title to Choosing a Career with $25 an Hour, and then just starts talking to us about why you would want a $25 an hour job, how to live off of $25. It did get it. Typical full-time work week is 40 hours, and that would amount to about $1,000 a week. That's accurate. But never once through here did it calculate annually what $25 an hour annually is, right? We want to know how much, if you make $25 an hour, how much is that annually? How much are you making per year? It did not answer the question, right? So this is where you're going to run into kind of some complications with a tool like Article Forge. And there's other ones. I believe I haven't done it. I haven't even tried it out, but I think there's another one called Auto Blogging. There's Wordplay. Those are the 3 that come to mind with these massive one-click. And they're pretty close to auto blogging, right? Because you have these post scheduler features, WordPress, it connects API. There's a lot of things you can do with this software. There are definitely ways that you can become profitable using this software, but it's a different type of strategy. If you're a real niche website builder, or you need real good quality content, I probably wouldn't use Article Forge as my primary content. As you can see, it struggles with questions like this. It won't answer the question. You're not going to rank your article in the top 10 on Google if you didn't even actually answer the question. You're going to have to go through here with the content that it gave you, which is good content, but it's not going to answer the question. So therefore it's not going to rank for the keyword that you want to. You're going to have to go in and actually answer the question yourself, or go use another AI writer that can answer the question, and then fill in the spots that this comes up short. Okay. So my article's over here. We could go through more, but at the end of the day, here's one. Do you pay taxes on plasma donations? I think this is really someone asking, they just went and gave plasma, and they want to know if they have to pay taxes on that, right? It doesn't really answer the question either. It does give some good information, but it's talking about safety and requirements, unethical, pay for plasma donations, lead to 7-fold increase in liters donated. It kind of went off on its own tangent and it struggled to answer the question. So, like I said, we can just go and kind of wrap this up. I'm going to go over to Article Forge pricing because the pricing is going to change on this. So this is the pricing. I'm going to just recommend ignoring the monthly price. You're not going to want to go in and pay $57 per month or $117 for unlimited per month when you can go and save 51%. Obviously, this is their strategy. This is where they want to lock you in at, and it just kind of makes no sense to pay monthly when you can go to the yearly plan and end up paying $324 for an entire year to use Article Forge at 250,000 words per month. Or the unlimited is going to be about $600 and something per year if you want to pick up the unlimited plan. Now, so just my final thoughts. Article Forge, I think it has a place for sure in the market. I think they have a great website. It's a great company. They have good customer support, and I think that the content is definitely rankable. But here's the thing, I go to YouTube, I go to Google, and I look for Article Forge case studies. I look for proof and all this stuff, and they've been out for years, and not one person that I've seen has come out with a video. And you guys know me, I will literally show you content ranking from using artificial intelligence. I haven't ranked content with Article Forge. I also haven't really, actually, you know what? That's not true. Let me go and see if I can dig something up for you guys. I used this for one of my blogs and posted a bunch of content. Let me go see if I can find some content real quick. Okay, so this is just one kind of like an auto blog that I have over here. It's a motivational site, and I went over to one of my categories, motivation, and I had loaded it up with like motivation keywords a couple years ago, Article Forge, and it wrote all these articles over here, right? We can go and just like check out what Article Forge did. And, it's come, so you can see the image. It gave us a little tiny image right there. It's just a bunch of text, right? So this is basically what like auto blogging is going to look like. There's probably ways that you could set this up to get, to make the content look a little bit better, but this is, and I think Article Forge, I was doing this before Article Forge was, doing, kind of breaking up the content really well and giving, H2s and so forth. So it would probably work better today. But long story short, one of those articles, and I know for a fact that I checked this in Ahrefs or SEMrush not too long ago, and some of these articles were actually ranking, and the tool actually showed that they were ranking. So that's cool. But I did just went and found one just to see if it's indexed. Definitely if it's indexed and can it rank. I went ahead and copied this, How to Stay Motivated PDF, Learn About Motivation Today. Came over here and typed that in, How to Stay Motivated PDF, Learn About Motivation Today. And it is ranked number 1 right there for that. I don't know if we'd remove that if this would actually rank at all. We can go and check real quick. All right, so we take that off and that's gone. Also go over to SEMrush real quick and just pull up some of the keywords that are ranking. I'm not really sure if any of these were written by Article Forge, but I have seen it rank before. But at the end of the day, what I was really trying to explain is that, no one, a lot of people are using this software, but no one's made it like an actual testimony video or an actual case study to actually show you or that proof that if you use this tool on a website and throw hundreds of articles at it and do basically auto blogging, will this content rank and is it bringing in real traffic, right? And I haven't seen anyone do that. And this was probably the closest that you've come. I've actually did show you all these articles I did put on the site, and I do know that they were ranking at one time. They're not ranking right now, and so forth, right? So just kind of throwing that out there. So I think that this could have the right use for it. But for me personally, I think I'm going to pass on Article Forge because of what I've kind of seen with just AI and where some of the other tools are going. The quality matters in order to rank content on Google these days with AI. The AI has to be really, really good and so forth. And so I think that you could spend the same amount of time that you could spend on setting up Article Forge to get results. You could be writing more custom articles with other AI writers and getting a better result. So that's just kind of my opinion. But Article Forge, I was just really close to paying for it, but I think I'm probably going to have to pass on this one. So I know people are going to ask me, I hope that this answers your question, because I know I get questions. I had a lot of questions recently during Black Friday week. If I would be doing another updated review on Article Forge. Well, this is it. I went, and you can see that I went in, I wrote a bunch of new articles, I tested them out. I think it writes good content. It just doesn't write very specific content. And then you're going to end up having to put in the same amount of work by, if you come in over to new article, probably the best way you're going to use Article Forge is you're going to come through here. You'll choose one of these, most likely 1,500 words, and you're going to want to click this box off, and you're going to want to tell it all the things you want it to talk about. And that's going to be the best way to use the software. So you're going to end up using the same, copying and pasting. And when you think about it, when you use a software like ScaleNut, you're already setting up your article on cruise mode just by clicking one button, and it's going to go out there and it checks out all the SERPs. It tells you exactly what you should write. And that's why I think that that's a more fully robust tool. And I have content that's ranking in the top 5 with tools like that, and Copy AI as well. So for me, I just think that there's Copy AI and ScaleNut are just better tools. You can get a higher quality article that's I've proven that ranks, and then you're going to answer the question directly and so forth. So that's just kind of my opinion. This isn't going to really help out any affiliate sales that I would get on Article Forge, because I'm not really too fond of using this tool. I think this was really, really cool a few years ago, but I think it's just really not where it should be at with, it's just not going to compete with the quality of tools like ScaleNut and Copy AI and Jasper and so forth. So that is my conclusion of Article Forge 4.0. This is your chance to get it and lock in with the grandfathered pricing. Right now, they literally ended. It's November 28th. This is the last day. So at like midnight tonight on November 28th, 2022, the pricing is set to go up. So if you want to get grandfathered in to always have the current pricing, then you're going to want to go and pick up a copy and make sure you pay. That's it for this review. All the links talked about of all the softwares are below in this video. Make sure to subscribe so you can get some more of my case studies and more of my tutorials, more of my reviews, and I'll see you in the next video.